I was just, reading an article the other day, and it was saying that it was only in 1995 that China publicly started to publish on the headlines of magazines, for example, just like headlines of the career woman.
Yes.
1995.
Yes.
That's not too long ago when it was suddenly, it's okay to be a career lady and not just a mother at home washing dishes, and that's your role of a maternalistic,
This is it's a more male-dominated
I think it's all,
society.
also
so,
the way it was
culture.
before, everybody is equal. I don't serve you, you don't serve me, because we are all equal. So that's why we see it in the hotel that our Chinese staff, a waitress, for example, our hostess, she will be serving to a Lawai, a foreigner. She'll be smiling and how are you, sir? And the minute she turned and it's a local, I said, then we go, why? You are the best staff that we have and you won awards. Why do
you behave?
He says, but
why should I serve?
He's Chinese, so we are equal.
So we don't have to be so courteous to them.
So this is the old days, but now it's fantastic. Now
they're beginning to see that.
Now, don't you, what was it like, was it you, Bobby, who told me that in 2015, one of the tourism conferences that you went to, they're forecasting that the biggest numbers of tourists in the world is going to be Chinese.
Yes. Everybody has to be
already
prepared.
Malaysia sees it
5 years away.
Yes, I mean now everywhere you see, every country is seeing the growth of the Chinese travelers. And now with cable TV, with internet, domestic tourism, they've gone everywhere, and it's not cheap to go to travel domestically.
You're right. It's not. It's really not as cheap as I thought.
Yes, and
I think there's things that we see. We think China has it, and sometimes Malaysia doesn't have it. Like the lift we came in from.
Your lift. I've never seen that. I'm like, what do I do? What am I supposed
We said this is something we got to talk about. We came in. We all walked into the lift, and then the guy already in the lift. Excuse me, you need to press the button outside. He was going to another floor, and that was the lift for him.
And he was helping you because you would have been going.
So we went to, and he said, outside you need to press the button. So we pressed the button 10, and then there was an arrow that showed us which lift to go to.
Yes,
and then we walked into the lift, and one of us wanted to press the button, and we realized, nope, this is automatic. You've already pressed the button. And said, oh my goodness, this is
high tech.
High tech.
Yeah. And now, aren't there hotels that are already a lot more high tech than many other countries? They're green, they're very clean and environmentally friendly.
Yes.
And it's a hip thing here. I mean, they're just surpassing a lot of countries.
Oh, yes.
Luxury items. It's completely accessible to any other Chinese people
common
now. It's common, right?
In the old days, in the 90s when we were here, the brand that is the most popular brand was Pierre Cardin.
Pierre Cardin.
Yes, he was the first one who came.
Really?
There was a shop
and then if you can afford this, you have to show off.
Yes.
Right?
But tell me about how the difference between their pays and how they were able to
save the money to buy a Pierre Cardin tie that costs 10 times their salary.
So give me an example. A regular wage for a regular hotel staff at that time was
maybe 500.
500.
Let's say $80.
$80 a month. And how much is a Pierre Cardin?
Maybe $100.
$100 US, probably. Yeah.
So
it's more than a month's salary, right?
Yeah. So there.
Yeah, and the funny thing is also because Pierre Cardin was famous at that time. So in the Silk Alley, they have all copies, fakes, Pierre Cardin.
Fakes, right?
Everywhere was Pierre Cardin.
Right.
Tie, belts, and even jackets with the label on the outside.
So you wear it on the outside so you can show off.
That I've got a Pierre Cardin. So if you wear this in the city, okay, let's say a migrant from another city buys this and goes back and say to his village and say, look, I've got a Pierre Cardin. So nobody would know it's a fake.
Right, they would know,
but at that time, I think the European brands were coming really strongly. And, I remember I used to, because we wear tie to work, right? And the minute we walk, and then instead of saying, oh my God, your tie is really nice, my colleague will come and say, oh, your tie is very nice, and flip.
And look at each other's tie, and the guys will
they will flip to see what brand.
Is it good or bad?
To see what brand it is.
Yeah, then it's good.
Yeah, and then you look at it and say, oh, Ralph Lauren, nope, I never heard, it's not good. I'm like, so when we travel to the US, I will not buy all this branded stuff because they don't know. You don't know who's. But if you go to Europe, then it's okay. You know, you can buy anything that's European name and it's good at the time. So Europe is luxury.
Europe is luxury. Okay, which is still the case today, I guess. And
like
then just talk about like how couture they are and their mature they are about their fashion sense of.
But now the demand for luxury items is always changing. Like now, I mean, before they can afford clothes, so they can show, they can do this and all those. Then the phones. Now they are buying cars and
travel.
Traveling,
right, and houses, multiple houses.